Welcome back student. In this video we are going to apply GST practically in Tally. In the previous video we have understood that how GST is being applied based on the transactions, whether the transaction is going to happen within the state or outside the state. So first thing first, we will have to set the feature correct. So here it's a TallyPrime version. Now the moment you create a company in TallyPrime, it's asked for the feature and it's asked for the feature of GST as well. At that point of time you will have to set it correct. However, I have not done that because I needed to show you. So from here, gateway of Tally, you need to press F11. Now from here you will have to go to this particular option, enable goods and service tax, enter. The moment you will do enter, you will be able to see the state, which is Uttar Pradesh, correct, because at the time of creating the company I have given this state. However, if your GST is registered from different state, because that's possible, you need to select the different state altogether. The registration type is regular. There can be a composition type also if your turnover is more than 1 crore. Okay, here GST applicable from, you will have to mention the date. GSTN number, very important, you will have to mention the GSTN number. Normally a GSTN number is comprises of PAN number of the company and starting with the specific state code. For example, for Uttar Pradesh the state code is 09. So I am randomly giving the GSTN number here. Fine. Now GSTR1 gonna be maintained monthly or quarterly, you will have to select that. So I am selecting monthly in that case. E-way bill applicable, right now I am keeping it no. Okay, rest of the detail keep it as it is, no need to make any changes. Go ahead and save it. Fine. So we have set the feature of this company. The first thing that I'm going to do is to do the purchase. So I'm, let's say, purchasing 1000 pieces of shirt from the company name Ram Enterprise, and that particular company is from Uttar Pradesh only. That means that's within the state. So of course CGST and SGST will be applicable. So let's do this. So I'm going to voucher. From voucher I need to press F9, that I have done. So it's coming purchase voucher, or it's known as purchase bill as well. You will have to mention supplier invoice number. I am mentioning the number. Here you can give any number. In the date you will have to mention the date when you are doing the entry. I am keeping this particular date. Party account name, so I have told you I am going to create Ram Enterprise. So Alt C, I am giving the name Ram Enterprise. Okay, now it's going to be sundry creditors. Okay, maintain balance bill by bill, yes. Keep it no. Name is Ram Enterprise. You can give the address. State is of course Uttar Pradesh. Registration type is regular for the GST, and you will have to give the GSTN number of the party as well. So let's say I'm randomly giving the GSTN number. Set alter GST detail, no. Here you may give the receipt number and other detail as well. However, it's not compulsory. Here you may mention the address. Okay, now we have come to this purchase ledger. So Alt C, and I am creating the purchase ledger. Now purchase ledger is going to be under purchase accounts. Type of ledger not applicable. Is GST applicable? Yes, of course it is applicable. Set alter GST detail, no. Types of supply is going to be goods. Fine. Tax classification detail. Here we will have to mention purchase taxable. Fine. Name of item. Now name of item means I am going to purchase shirts. So Alt C, and here I am selecting or typing shirt. Units, it's going to be pieces. So Alt C, typing pieces. Formal name is pieces. and unit quantity code as per the GST is again pieces. So I'm start typing pieces, so it's coming, selecting the pieces option. Okay, GST applicable, set alter GST detail. Here remember, while creating the item, it is very important to set alter GST detail as yes. From here it's going to be on value, taxability is going to be taxable, and integrated tax rate you will have to mention whatever is the rate is applicable. In this particular case it's 18%, so I'm selecting 18%. okay, it's going to be goods. Go ahead and save it. Now the quantity I'm mentioning 1000 and rate is going to be 300 per piece. Overall price is 3 lakh. Enter, and here you will have to create the component for your duties and taxes. In this particular case, CGST and SGST is applicable. IGST is not applicable because it's within the state transaction, but then again I'm going to create IGST component. Let's see what happened. Alt C, IGST is going to be under duties and taxes. From here I'm selecting GST, then integrated tax. Percentage of calculation is going to be 0%, and go ahead and save it. Now here you will see IGST is not coming because here it is not applicable. Let me create CGST here, which is applicable here. So Alt C, I am typing CGST. Here duties and taxes, selecting GST. For CGST means central tax, so I am selecting central tax. And here you will see that 27,000, which is the 9% of 3 lakh, that is coming. We need to create SGST as well, so Alt C, and I am selecting SGST. It's going to be under duties and taxes, GST, and from here I am selecting state tax 0%, and again 27,000. So on overall value 3 lakh rupees, CGST 9%, that is 27,000, SGST that is 9%, again 27,000. So overall 3,54,000 is the amount. Now go ahead and save it. So we have purchased 1000 pieces of shirt from Ram Enterprise. I'm going to purchase 1000 pieces of shirt again, but from different company outside the state. So I'm giving the supplier invoice number, selecting the date, party account name, Alt C. I'm giving the name Shyam Enterprise this time. It's going to be Sundry Cater, of course. And from here the main important part is to select the state, which is going to be different, of course. So I'm selecting the state, which is, let's say, Kerala. I'm giving the GSTN number. Set alter GST detail, keep it as no. Okay, this detail, you know what you need to do. Purchase ledger, we have already created one purchase ledger. So that purchase ledger was purchase taxable. Now it's going to be intra-state transactions, means outside the state transaction. So I'm Alt C, selecting, and from here I'm typing purchase I. From here I'm selecting purchase accounts. Not applicable. Is GST applicable? Yes. Set alter no. Here it's going to be goods. Now here tax classification detail, I'm going to mention interstate purchase taxable. Now name of the item is already being created, so I'm selecting shirt, going to do 1000 pieces of shirt I required. Price is going to be 300 rupees. Okay, fine. Go ahead, and we have created IGST already, so I'm selecting IGST, and you may see the IGST component 18% of 3 lakh rupees, which is 54,000, is coming already. Okay, so go ahead and save it. Let me show you the stock summary. So if you will see the stock summary here, you will see that 2000 pieces of shirt we have got. Overall value is 6 lakh rupees. Now we have made a purchase from Ram Enterprise, who was within the state, and Shyam Enterprise, who was outside the state. So let me go to the day book. Here you can see the two transactions that we have done. Fine. Next thing is to do the sales. For the sale, again I am going to give you two examples. One is within the state and the second one is outside the state. Okay, so here for the sales voucher F8, you need to press F8. Now the party account name, so Alt C. As a party account name, let's say for sale I am selecting name Ram Sales. It's going to be under sundry debtor, and let's say it's from within the state only, that is Uttar Pradesh. You will have to mention its GSTN number, so I am mentioning the GSTN number. Here you can give details, but I'm going to keep it as it is. In the sales ledger, Alt C, I'm going to create the sales voucher. So I'm selecting sales. Here I'm selecting again sales account, not applicable, GST applicable of course, set alter GST detail no, and from here I'm selecting goods. Now tax classification, I'm selecting sales taxable. Okay, now name of the item, we have got shirt in our go down, so I'm selecting shirt, and in the quantity part I'm mentioning, let's say 1200 pieces of shirt I'm going to sell to Ram Sales. Now we have purchased it at the rate 300 rupees per piece, so I'm selling it at 500 rupees per piece. Overall it's coming 6 lakh rupees. Now enter and enter once again. Now it's because within the state, now we need not to bother about creating the duties and taxes component once again, means we need not to create the CGST or SGST component once again, we have created that. So I'm simply going to select CGST component from here, and you can see it's coming 54,000. Now I'm selecting SGST component from here, and you will see again 54,000 is coming. Go ahead and save it. Now another party I'm going to create, because 800 pieces of shirt is still there, and I need to show you the example of outside the state transaction as well. So Alt C, here I'm selecting Shyam Sales. It's going to be under sundry debtors. Okay, now state, here I'm selecting, let's say Kerala. GSTN number I am mentioning no. Go ahead. Now sales ledger, Alt C, and I am selecting sales I, that's for intrastate transaction. Now from here I am selecting sales account. It's going to be not applicable. Is GST applicable? Yes. Set alter no. Here goods. Now classification, I'm going to mention interstate sales taxable. Shirt I have taken, you can see 800 pieces are there, so as a quantity I'm mentioning 800 pieces. Rate, let's say here it's 500. Okay, so 4 lakh is coming. Now here I'm going to select IGST, and you can see automatically it has calculated 18% of 4 lakh, which is 72,000. Go ahead and save it. So it is that simple. We have done that. Now doing the adjustment also is very simple. Previously in VAT, doing the adjustment was a tricky part, but here it is very simple. But before that, let me show you the stock summary, which we don't have anything. Let me show you the balance sheet as well. Alt F1. In the balance sheet, you can see in the profit and loss, it's showing 4 lakh. Let me show you day book. Alt F1. Now in the day book, if you will see, we have made a purchase twice, 3 lakh and 3 lakh, that is 6 lakh, and we have sold it to Ram sales at 6 lakh and to Shyam sales for 4 lakhs, so overall 10 lakhs. So the profit is 4 lakh. Now if we taken into consideration the CGST and SGST part also, in that part again we need to pay the CGST, SGST and IGST as well, because we have made a profit. So I'm going for display more reports. From here GST reports, and from here I'm going for GSTR1. You may see total voucher, it's coming 4. Enter. And here you can see purchase, it's showing 2, and in sales order it's showing 2. Now the thing is how to do the adjustment. It is very simple. Let me go to the voucher, and let's say I want to make a payment for CGST, SGST and IGST as well. So from here I will have to select the payment voucher, which is F5. Now from F5 I've selected CGST. Current balance, it's showing us 27,000. So 27,000. Then here it's coming as credit, that which mode you want to make a payment, let's say in the form of bank or let's say in the form of cash. But here I'm selecting D and selecting the next component, which is SGST, and mentioning the balance, which is 27,000. Then again D and selecting IGST. IGST is 18,000. And let's say I'm making a payment with the help of cash. It's showing negative cash because we have not set any opening balance for cash, but no need to worry, go ahead and save it. So this is it for the GST. That's how you need to handle GST in the company. This is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.